Good day. I'm Joseph Noor. I'm a medical doctor and a biochemist, and I'm the author of Document X, Direct Evidence of God's Existence. Before I begin to dive into the subject, I just want to make a few important points. You'll notice my translation in most cases differ from the conventional or traditional understanding. Now, if you want to follow the correctness of my translation, you may refer to my book, Document X, Direct Evidence of God's Existence. The book gives all the reference numbers or verses, lists key Arabic words, and its English meaning. My insertion of certain verses to facilitate understanding is derived from other relevant verses discussed elsewhere in the Quran. To guard against manipulation, I've bracketed those insertions. Lastly, you will notice that the Quran often develops the meaning of a particular word, giving it a more profound understanding that goes beyond the meanings as stated in classical Arabic dictionaries. And this makes the Quran unique, and this clamps down on ambiguity and ensures that the intended meaning reaches the audience. You will pick this up studying the Quran. Now, in my previous series of videos entitled Does God Exist?, I provided the evidence of his existence. And my case was fairly simple. My argument is based on the 7th century document, namely the Quran. Now, this book makes astonishing scientific predictions. It provides us with shattering insights into the secrets of the inner workings of the universe. Knowledge it contains is supreme, unaccounted for. In precise scientific language, the book makes reference to origin of the universe from the singularity, cosmic expansion, the violent temperatures that prevailed in the beginning, the early gaseous phase of the universe. It lays down the principles which underlie subjects like genetics, astronomy, evolution, chemistry. It speaks about gravity, the Einsteinian concept of gravity, the building blocks of nature, and many more. Now, this is the argument. Since such knowledge was non-existent at the time this book appeared in the 7th century, in fact, these hidden treasures have only been uncovered in the last 2 centuries, some as recent as a few decades ago. One is therefore compelled to invoke some kind of a all-knowledgeable mind, a superior intellect, which is a unique attribute of God. So God therefore exists. I've also addressed the issue of science versus religion. And there are various viewpoints on the subject, but let's look at a few perspectives. Fundamentalist Christians particularly, and more than 95% of Muslims, consider science and religion as two different branches of knowledge which cannot be reconciled. They embrace the idea of special creation, and that is that God created the first man about 6,000 years ago. His name is Adam, and also created all the species at that time which remain unchanged until today. These groups of people consider evolution as blasphemous. There are ever theologians that accept evolution, maybe to be in step with modern science. And then there are the scientists which accept evolution but hold deep religious convictions. That is, they believe in the supernatural deity. But there's a sticky problem, that is, their religious beliefs incorporate unscientific elements. We are specifically referring to those events which imply a violation of the laws of nature. The Quran, on the other hand, dismisses such occurrences. It rejects the special theory of creation and embraces evolution. It lays down the fundamental principles of evolution. What is interesting is that it rejects the idea of a soul. It dismisses the soul hypothesis. Now, if you consider all these facts, one is driven to a conclusion that the Quran not only is consistent with modern science, but it complements it